Hello everybody and welcome back to No Man's Sky, where as the title suggests, this is the game that keeps on giving. We're jumping back into our creative save for about 12 hours in this one, and it's literally just our exploration save to test out the new update. I think it's 5.05, I want to say. And the reason for this is to test two things. One is performance in heavy environments, which we tested a bit last time, but I want to stress test that fully today. And also having a look at screen space reflections in water, whether or not that's in the game or not. Because one of the technical leads, I think they are, on Twitter for No Man's Sky and Hello Games, said that they had worked in getting that on the VR version of the game, including PSVR2. So we're going to jump in and see if that's here, because we're on, as I said, version 5.05, I want to say. And that dev said that the reflections were in 5.04. So it's unclear whether or not that is here. However, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is a little bit of shimmer on the water, and I'm like from this distance that wasn't there before, and I'm wondering whether that is due to that tech being implemented. We're going to go down and have a look. This is a fairly dense planet, but it's nothing too intense, although we are running well right now, and I think the resolution is similar to the last time I played it. If not slightly better maybe, but I need to have a look at some different scenarios. Game's still looking good though. But we're definitely seeing something going on in the water here, which seems a little bit weird, a little bit buggy, I want to say. Or maybe it is just a byproduct of that reflection software. Going past this little creature here. But I just want to have a look and see really what's going on with it. Game is running much better in this area than it was last time. And it wasn't running bad before, but I'm getting basically no stutters. It is fantastic looking, and I feel like the render distance has increased. There definitely is. Very janky, but it is there. Because I can see, for a second, the mountain there is reflected in the water. You can see that kind of there now. I've got a weird outline on my hand there as well, but you can see that for sure. But it's it needs some work, 100%. The water does look stunning now, but look, you can kind of see it pop in. I want to see if I can see that on the social screen as well. You can see it a lot better in the social screen than I can in game. It's a lot more juttery, that's not a word, juddery, than it is on the social screen. God damn, the game does look good though. Even though there is a lot of this weird aliasing along the edges here. You can see that, definitely. Especially along here, you can see with the cloud tech, it is kind of not meshing well with objects that are against it. But looking down below that, it looks pretty fantastic here. A little bit more shimmery than it used to be, but I'll take the performance boost for a little bit less fidelity. But that render distance for foliage seems to be quite large. You can see quite a lot on the distance there. But the biggest standout offender for me is just on the edges of objects like here, where you can see that. I believe a commenter said last time, and this makes sense due to the PS5's architecture, that the game uses FSR in terms of its upscaling. And I could definitely see that being what's causing this, maybe? I called it DLSS last time, but that's not technically the right term, because that is for NVIDIA chips, whereas FSR is for AMD, which is what PS5 has, I think. NVIDIA do provide graphics cards for other platforms and CPUs, for example, Nintendo Switch. The new Switch is having an NVIDIA T239 or 49 or something like that. But AMD is the GPU manufacturer of choice for PlayStation, and I can see that. I think it would be a similar effect with the DLSS. I lost the word there for a second. As it is with this aliasing here. But I'm going to travel to another planet and have a little look there. Right now, though, the water reflections are definitely in. I can see them a lot better on the social screen than I can in the game. But that's fantastic, and my performance by the water is a lot better than it was. That's a good example of seeing kind of the blue sky come around these creatures in the sky. It's like they're painted around a little bit matte-wise, but my god, this is running a lot better now. And close up, I feel like the resolution is pretty damn good, I'm not going to lie. Fantastic, that, isn't it? Especially with the haze and the fog for the distance. That is nuts, that view. That's crazy. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the aliasing there as well. And to be honest, with the amount of stuff that this is rendering in, I'm perfectly happy with the performance at the moment. It doesn't feel like it's dropping any frames, so let's carry on. Like, there used to be dips looking left and right here. It's completely smooth now. And I think that's due to it using less VRAM than it used to with the new update, which is great. Honestly, making a game like this run in VR and feel as good as it does is an absolute miracle, so all the optimizations that they do are very, very welcome. Now, this isn't a volatile planet, so there shouldn't be volcanoes here. But hopefully, yeah, we'll have some atmospheric conditions that will test and stress the game a little bit. Like this ash in the air. You can see the same green haze around all of these, though. If they could get that sorted out, the game could look so, so clean. As it stands, though, it's not the worst, but it takes you out of it a little bit. Wow, the ambience here is crazy, though. My frame rates are, like, completely fine now as well. Like, there's quite a lot of foot-like stuff over there in terms of flora. Wow, look at the break in the clouds. You can see that planet. The new cloud tech, despite the issues that it is slightly causing, what is that? Is pretty stunning. Right, I want to see if there's a cave I can go into that goes a little bit deeper. Doesn't seem like it. It seems like it might end here, maybe? Or maybe not. Okay. This is where we would be getting frame hits before the update. Lots of grass. Lots of individual objects around. And there was a tiny little drop when this loaded in. Like a slight stutter, only slight. And now we are smooth as. I hate whatever. That's a little crab, actually. Hello. Yeah, the game definitely runs better now. 100%. Oh, God, I hate that. Like, is that me walking that's causing that noise? No, it's not. What the fuck is that? Oh, I'm actually... Okay, let's try some terraforming. Yeah, no stuttering there. Oh, was it this? Was it this making noise? I don't know. Very different one in terms of what's being rendered. Different colors, different foliage types. A lot more foliage, as you can see. Wow. Taking the amount of stuff being rendered around us right now. It never used to be this dense. That's crazy. Ooh, a little bit of a frame drop there. But this is a real test. This is a real test. Because there is simply so much stuff around being rendered, and it is running well. God, they've done some work here. How have they managed to get this much stuff? Hello, fine, blow a bit there, sir. Yeah, I don't get how this is possible in terms of all of this stuff around here being rendered like this. It is phenomenal. Of course, like, the resolution's a little bit lower than it was, but considering the frame rates we used to have, this is so much better. I think in busier scenes, like in big bases, I think it might drop down a bit still, but I don't have a big base to test it on, unfortunately. But I have seen some amazing creations from the community, so I think some of those might chug a little bit. But the fact that this is running as well as it is, with the amount of individual assets I can see to the horizon almost, is crazy. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed. A massive thank you, of course, to our patrons and YouTube members: Luke Bentley, Phil Irving, Hazit Mirza, Ace Gamer, Hippie Pickle, Jin 007 at License to Chill, Sun, WTF, Fat Controllers, Jason Parker, Lamar Hall, Jordy Bansma, Lemon64K, Callum Tierney, Mischievous Marco, The Underground Game Cat, Brian East, Alajimbe, D2Y, Underground Stranger Game Cat, The Game Cat, Andrew Ehrenreich, Mark Smith, X King X Pin, Joseph Ash, The Legacy of Game Cat, Hooked to Worm, The Hoosier Game Cat, Outcast VR, Prophecy 777, Test Rate Review, Salvador Wade, FNCS Kieran, and Sean Krim. If you do want to join the Patreon or YouTube membership, all those links are down below, of course. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.